departed Haas only announced this week, with, of course, Ollie Bearden joining Haas for next season. So I think it is pretty simple. My prediction is that Esteban Ocon will be replacing Magnussen for next season, since, of course, Ocon announced last month that he would leave Alpine. And I don't know if, I hope you're having a good day. It's not a big surprise, the news. Magnussen has been very much consistently outpaced by Hulkenberg all season long. Hello there, Sargeant. Going on a trip in our favourite rocket ship, Zubi. Okay, I don't know what song you're singing about there, but I hope you're having a great day, Sargeant. Kevin Magnussen is not going to be at Haas next season, but he did say that he is in talks with other teams, so I can only presume he's in talks with the likes of Williams, Sauber, maybe Alpine. Of course, he used to drive for Alpine back in, 2016 when he were called Renault. Remember his bright yellow banana race suit? Yeah. Well, thanks to, of course, back then, Renault having a bright yellow colour scheme. Those were the days, folks. Gotta say it. The Renault paint scheme they had between 2017 and 2020 was really nice to look at. I have to say, the grid looks a bit duller without the bright yellow on the grid. Claps hands twice. Thank you very much, Mr. Rigora. But, of course, please put in the comments below, who will take pole position here at Hungary? Of course, I think I only had a brief glance at practice results. I think it was the Red Bulls or the McLarens that were fastest. Of course, I think today's practice sessions were delayed slightly thanks to heavy rain. Of course, for some reason in recent years, rain has become more of a factor around the Hungaroring than it was right up until 2006. Like, did you know between 1986 and 2006, there was not a single wet race at Hungary? It was only when Jenson Button won there for the first time that he finally had a wet race, which I find beyond remarkable. Of course, yes, Kevin Magnussen finishing second at his debut Grand Prix at Australia. Of course, he finished third on the road, but thanks to a naughty honey badger getting given a penalty for over exceeding fuel usage, he was given second place, since, of course, Ricciardo had actually originally finished second at what was his first ever race for the Red Bull team. Of course, Jenson Button would also go on to clinch what would actually be his final podium, albeit it was a phantom podium due to the fact he finished fourth on the road, which is a very strange way to pick up your final podium. Yeah, very, very odd, wasn't it? Of course, Kimi Raikkonen's final podium was at the 2018 Brazilian Grand Prix, where, of course, he didn't even join in the dancing with the Samba girls. Sebastian Vettel's final podium in Formula 1 was actually the 2021 Baku Grand Prix, but, of course, he did get to stand on the podium one more time at, Hungary later that year, but of course he too got disqualified. So, I mean, it's kind of like the polar reverse of Button. Like, what didn't look like a podium for Jenson actually was a podium for JB. Was what appeared to be a podium for Vettel was not actually a podium either, because of course his car was underweight. A very bad oversight for Aston Martin, and of course, I think a lot of Sebastian Vettel fans have been arguing that, a lot of the reason why Aston Martin started 2023 well was because they had Vettel helping them out with technical development, and now that Alonso is there trying to develop the car, but he can't do it because he's Alonso. And then, of course, we have to take into account the fact that, of course, Kevin Magnussen, where will Kevin Magnussen go? Williams, Sauber, Alpine? I don't see a lot of options left, but to be honest, it's really a bit